What was the thing that made you question your beliefs? What was the major challenge that you had to face? You were the only hijabi bus driver at that time, right?
My friend called me for the janazah. I'd never been to a funeral before and I never saw a dead person before. I got attacked, beaten up pretty badly. They stole my car that I had at the time. They stole money from me. God, I don't know whether you're there. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, so my background is I was born to a 17-year-old girl in Chester, which is near Liverpool. She decided to adopt me out, so I was adopted as a child by a family who lived in Sheffield. So I came to Sheffield and that's where I lived and live now. So I'm an adopted child, only child. My father was a professor of English language and linguistics at Sheffield University. My faith, I was brought up as a Christian, which was actually at the request of, my birth mother, And I was sent to Sunday school, which I loved. What happened is I mixed with the wrong people and some not very nice people sent some people to basically attack me in my apartment where I was living. So I got attacked and beaten up pretty badly. They stole my car that I had at the time. They stole money from me. And actually, subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala places people in the situation where they are forced to do something. Because otherwise your life is never going to change. There has to be this disruption in your life. And so as a result of this attack, I was too scared to go back to my flat. And the place I went to and was my Muslim friend who I was nightclubbing with, and she said, no, come and stay at my house. So I went to stay at her house, and she only had one book in the house, and this book is Al-Quran. And the Quran, it just was the English and Arabic version. And so I said to her, because I was bored, teenager, I was bored, and I was like, oh, look at this book. Can I have a look? So she said, okay, go have a wash your hands. Book, and I saw, subhanallah, I saw the stories that I'd seen and loved in my Sunday school days. And I was like, wow, that's familiar. Because at school, and this is really important to note, in the West at school, you're taught Islam, Christianity as two completely separate things. The message. And it was 2.5 or 3 hours longer. So I had this halawatil iman. I remember turning to my friend and I said to her, I want to become Muslim and I want to do this like now. There's no autonomy or comparison between God and Allah. Allah is for Muslims and God is for Christians. It's like they're different gods, different religions. And that's what I had understood. And so I started asking questions to my friend. What's this book? And made me much more sensible, much less headstrong. I was made me a much kinder person, made me a much nicer person, alhamdulillah. And so I think they realised that Islam was actually very good for me and wasn't detrimental.
What was the major challenge that you had to face after you became Muslim?
One of the main challenges, I suppose, was gaining knowledge. I really, really wanted to gain knowledge. And I was so excited about being Muslim. And really, when I became Muslim, all I really knew was La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. That's pretty much it. But I thought I was like the greatest da'iyah on the earth because I had this new thing. And I thought, I have to gain knowledge. He picked up the phone and dialed a number, and then the phone came out of the phone box with his hand, and he said, "Here, this is Sister Tracy, talk to her." And she, subhanallah, became not just my mentor and my teacher, she also sowed the seeds for me becoming an ustadha myself. Since I was a young child, I loved big vehicles, and I wanted to, like I used to work on a farm and volunteer on a farm and tractors and things like that. I used to love them. And so when I became old enough to drive, in the UK you have to be 21 to drive a bus. I was already Muslim and I was already hijabi, but I thought, well, why should a hijab stop me from driving a bus? Alhamdulillah, I moved forward and went to this bus station, insisted that they give me the application form. Think about, peaceful hearts, how you want your heart and your life to be peaceful, and this void, many people have a void, a spiritual void filled by something positive. I always say to people, and my non-Muslim friends, when they ask me, if you seek the truth, if you open your heart and you put your prejudices to one side and you genuinely seek the truth and pray, God, I don't know whether you're there or you're not there, but if you are there, guide me to the truth, and then see what happens.